Hello everyone, welcome back to Statistics Classes Standard 11th. In this video, we are going to begin exercise 3.4 that is related to measures of positional average, that is median, quartiles, deciles and percentiles. So we are going to solve sums related to all that. Let's solve sum number 1 from exercise 3.4. Let's read the question. Find all quartiles for the data given below about marks scored by 15 students in class test. All quartiles means Q1, Q2, Q3. So here the number of observations are given, and first we have to arrange it in ascending order. Scored by 15 students. So here are 15 observations. So n will be 15. So before solving the sum, we have to arrange in ascending order. So here we have arranged in ascending order 0, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 and 9. So Q1, first quartile that we have to find out, and the formula is n plus 1 upon 4. N is 15. 15 plus 1 upon 4, that is 16 upon 4. That gives you fourth observation. Now you have to see the observations which you have arranged. Which is the fourth observation in that? 1, 2, 3 and this is the fourth observation, that is 4. So fourth observation is 4. So your first quartile is 4 marks. Now let's solve quartile 2, Q2. So now we have to find second quartile, that is Q2. As it is Q2, the formula will be 2 n plus 1 upon 4th observation. So 2 into 4, because n is 15. 15 plus 1, 16 upon 4. That gives 4. So 2 into 4 is 8th observation. Now you have to see in this observations that which is the 8th observation. So 6 is the 8th observation. So 8th observation is 6 and Q2 is 6 marks. Then third quartile, as it is Q3, the formula will be 3 n plus 1 upon 4. So n plus 1 upon 4, answer is 4 for that, and 3 is given in formula. So 3 into 4 is 12th observation. Which is the 12th observation? You have to find it here. This is 6 is 8th observation, this is 9, this is 10, 11, 12. So 7 is 12th observation. So Q3 here is 7 marks. So we are done with all quartiles and sum number 1. Now let's solve sum number 2. Let's read the question. The following table shows data about the distance travelled in kilometer by a salesman on different days. Find median, Q3, D8, P62 and interpret them. So here distance travel is given and number of days is given. Number of days, that is frequency. So this is continuous frequency distribution sum. As here you can see classes are given 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500 and 500 to 600. So whenever continuous frequency distribution sum is there, we will first find cumulative frequency from frequency. This is number of days, this is frequency. So from frequency, we will first find cumulative frequency. Let's solve the sum and be more clear. So here we have prepared the table. In table, we have prepared distance column, number of days, that is frequency, and then we have taken out cumulative frequency. So we have written classes here 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 4 to 500 and 500 to 600. We have written frequency as it is from the question. Now cumulative frequency, that means CF, we have to find out. First we'll write 5, then we'll keep on adding. 5 plus 18 is 23, 23 plus 24 is 47, 47 plus 7 is 54, 54 plus 5 is 59, 59 plus 1 is 60. So we have taken out the cumulative frequency. And here we have totaled the column of frequency, that is sigma f or n. N is 60. As in this sum, it is asked to find median. So we have done the solution of median here. Whenever it is continuous frequency distribution sum, the formula for median is equals to L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon F into C. So now first we are going to find n by 2. N in this sum is 60. 60 by 2, that gives 30th observation. Now we have to look in the table and find where does the 30th observation lies. It is not in here. It doesn't lies here. It doesn't lies in 23. It comes after 23. So it lies in this class, that is 200 to 300. So 30th observation lies in this class 200 to 300. So your lower boundary point will be 200. N by 2 we have taken out, that is 60 by 2, 30. CF will be taking one preceding class, and F, that is frequency, that we are going to take in front of that class, that is 24. And class length, that is 100. There is difference of 100. So now we are going to put the values in the formula and we are going to find median. So now we have here put the values in the formula. Lower boundary point is 200. Then n by 2 is 30 minus Cf is 23. Then upon frequency is 24 into class length is 100. So 200 will be same. 30 minus 23 is 7 into 100 divided by 24. That is 700 by 24. 200 plus 700 by 24. And 700 by 24's value is 29.17. So 200 plus 29.17 gives you 229.17 kilometer. Here the median will be 229.17 kilometer. We have to also give the interpretation in this sum. Median is equals to 229.17 kilometer. Hence, traveling of 50% of days will be less than or equal to 229.717 kilometer. Now here we will find third quartile. So Q3 is equals to, as it is continuous frequency distribution, the formula for Q3 will be L plus 3 n by 4 minus Cf upon F into C. So first we are going to find 3 n by 4, that is 3 n by 4, the value of n is 60, 360 by 4. That gives 45th observation. Now in the table we are going to check where does the 45th observation lies. So it lies in the class 200 to 300. So your lower boundary point L will be 200. 3n by 4 is 45, that we have taken out. CF we are going to take one class preceding, that is 23, and frequency in front of that is 24, and class length is 100. Now we are going to put the values in formula, that is L is 200, then 3n by 4 is 45, CF is 23, frequency is 24, and into class length, that is 100. So 200 will write same. 45 minus 23 gives 22 upon 24 into 100. So 200 as it is. This will be 22 into 100. 2200 divided by 24. So 200 plus 91.67, that gives 291.67 kilometer. So your Q3 is 291.67 kilometer. So the interpretation for Q3 will be, as Q3 is 291.67 kilometer, the maximum traveling in 75% of days will be 291.67 kilometer. Now let's find D8. So now we have to find 8th decile, that is D8. As decile is cut into 10 equal parts, so it will be divided by 10. And as it is continuous frequency distribution sum, the formula for D8 is equals to L plus 8 n by 10 minus Cf upon F into C. So we have to find first 8n by 10's value, that is 860 by 10. That is 8 into 6. That gives you 48th observation. Now in the table we have to look and say where does the 48th observation lies. It lies in the class 300 to 400. So as per the class, your lower boundary point will be 300. 8n by 10 is your 48. CF we are going to take one class preceding, that is 47. Frequency in front of that class, that is 7. And C is 100. Now we are going to put the values in the formula. D8 is equals to 300. Then 48, that is 8n by 10, that is 48, minus CF, that is 47, upon frequency, that is 7, into 100, that is class length. Now 300 will write as it is. We are going to find 48 minus 47, that is 1, into 100 divided by 7. So 100 upon 7 gives you 14.29, and 300 plus 14.29 gives you 314.29 kilometer. So D8 is 314.29 kilometer. Interpretation for D8, you can write that as D8 is 314.29 kilometer, hence traveling in 80% of days will be less than or equals to 314.29 kilometer, means maximum traveling will be 314.29 kilometer. Now let's solve P62 as asked in question. 62 percentile, that means P62. So the formula for P62 for continuous frequency distribution will be P62 is equals to L plus 62n by 100 minus CF upon F into C. So first we are going to find the value of 62n by 100. N is 60. 60 by 100, that gives you 62 into 0.6, and that is 37.2 observation. Now we have to see where does 37.2 observation lies. It lies in the class 200 to 300. So as per your class 200 to 300, your lower boundary point will be 200. 62 n by 100 is 37.2. CF we are going to take one class preceding, frequency in front of that class, and class length is 100. So now we are going to put the values. Lower boundary point is 200. 62 n by 100 is 37.2 minus CF, that is 23, upon frequency, that is 24, into 100 class length. Now we are going to solve. 200 will write as it is. 37.2 minus 23, that gives you 14.2 into 100 class length divided by 24 frequency. So 14.2 into 100 is 1420 divided by 24, and 1420 divided by 24 is 59.17. So 200 plus 59.17 gives you 259.17 kilometers. So your P62 is 259.17 kilometer. And the interpretation for P62 is, as P62 is 259.17 kilometer, hence traveling in 62% days will be less than or equal to 259.17 kilometer, means the maximum traveling will be 259.17 kilometers. So in this video we have done the sums 1 and 2 from exercise 3.4. One was ungrouped data and other was continuous frequency distribution. Go through the sums, revise it thoroughly. Thank you.